Hi there and welcome back to The Full Later Life, the channel where we talk about being active, connected and curious in our 40s, 50s, 60s and beyond. So if that's you, then you've come to the right place. And so today I'm taking a well-needed rest break, and the reason for that is, one, I've been training really hard these last couple of days or so, and also my ankle is playing up because of an old injury from about a couple of years ago. When I went to England, what happened was I'd actually gone back to help my dad clear the house out because my mum unfortunately had passed away, and so he had a lot of things he wanted to just sort out, and so I flew over there to go help him do that, and it was quite a heavy and difficult time for me. So I went for a run in the morning just to clear my head and organize my thoughts and just get myself into a more calm space. And unfortunately what happened was I was running through a churchyard and had cobblestones on the ground, and I tripped on the cobblestones and rolled my ankle, and it was really painful. In fact, it was so painful I was hobbling and limping for like weeks afterwards. And so I ended up not being much help to my dad, who was moving stuff around, but it turned out to be a bit of a blessing because we actually got more time to talk and, you know, go through the boxes and reminisce about a few things. But in the end, he had to do all the work and I just had to sit there and watch him do it. But, you know, these things happen. This is why I now really do value the rest days when we're being active, because the body needs to recover. And tomorrow I do actually have a pretty long trail run that I'm going on, and so it's really important that I do get some rest and recovery before that starts. You know, but for me in the past, these rest days have become a bit of a two-edged sword really, because, you know what, I have no plans, so I just get up, I'll probably just pour myself a coffee and then maybe a little bit of breakfast, and then I would end up like switching on YouTube and bam, there I'll be straight down that rabbit hole. And then the next thing you know, it's midday and I've done absolutely nothing. Well, nothing at all except stuff my brain full of political outrage and Idiocracy style fail videos. What a nightmare. You know, it usually kind of begins, I'll click on a video and there'll be some guy yelling into a webcam about something that happened in the news cycle that he's mad about, and he'll be talking about it and I'll be like, yeah, that's outrageous. And I'll click on another one, and before you know it, I'm totally worked up and annoyed about something that I hadn't even thought about 5 minutes ago. And then when I finally got tired of all that, I then found myself clicking on videos of, you know, people getting hit on the head with shovels or stepping on rakes or landing on a pole between their legs. Yeah, the kind of thing you'd see in Idiocracy. And then you sit there wondering, will that guy ever clear that ravine on his bike? And of course, he never would. And then before you know it, the morning's gone and I'm just left feeling like a sense of emptiness, agitation, anger, and an all-around sense of there, really. But here's the problem though, it's just so freaking loud out there. And you know what, even if you try to take it easy, it's just like the noise just seems to find you. Everything just seems so charged, everything's so urgent, and it's so easy just to get caught up in it all. And it comes to a point when it even starts to affect your mental health as well. Now, of course, this channel is about living well, not about politics, so I'm not going to get into all the rights and wrongs of what's going on in DC right now. Although, just as a full disclosure, I will say that, you know, I've traveled the world a lot, I've met a lot of people, and I am an immigrant to this country, so I do tend to land on the more progressive side. But what I really believe is that living a full, active, later life, you know, being grounded, being active, being curious, those things are important no matter what we believe. You know, and if we focus more on those things that unite us, maybe that'd be one small way to push back against all that division that we're seeing right now. And so today, instead of just turning on the screens like I usually do, I decided just to go out and take a walk. You know, no news, no drama, no rage bait, just me, the city, and a little camera. And you know what, even if you've lived somewhere for years, there's always something new to notice. You know, a little corner somewhere, a park maybe, or a little coffee shop or a cafe. You know, these little things are everywhere, but you've never seen them before because you've never really been looking for them. And look, we know we talk a lot on this channel about being fit and being active, but we don't really talk much about our minds. And the thing is, being plugged in all the time, even if we're just trying to stay informed, well, sometimes that can just wear us down. I mean, have you ever been out for like a peaceful walk and all of a sudden, boom, that headline from 3 days ago just pops into your head and you're just walking past some cute fountain? Yep, I've been there. And you know what? After a while, it all starts bleeding into your real life, and every conversation with your friends becomes a debate, and you become that guy, you know, the guy who just has to bring up politics into every single conversation, even if it has nothing to do with it, like where are we going to go for dinner today? So what am I doing about it? Well, I still want to be informed and I still want to be able to speak out when it matters. But you know what, I've realized that I do have to set some boundaries. Because when you're mentally worn out, that drains your ability to be active, to be creative, to be yourself. And you get sucked into what I call a false empathy, where you get so concerned with events that are happening far away from you that you're just not even present for the people that are close to you. And so I'm working on it, and here are just a few things that have worked for me. And one of the things is I don't watch political videos first thing in the morning when I get up. You know, it's just a good way to start your day to be more positive. And 2, I will go for a walk even on a rest day. It gets my body moving, even if it's just very gently. And 3, I will bring my camera with me around the city so I can stay curious and maybe look for new things and find just ways to find peace and joy in the ordinary. And I've started doing something creative with my downtime. I'm actually learning to fly a drone. Yep, I'm actually studying for my commercial drone pilot's license too, and that is a way more constructive use of my time than watching pundit after pundit spew their political outrage on social media. Because here's the deal, if you're just watching the same talking points over and over and over, or watching video after video that's just making you madder and madder and madder, then that's probably your brain just waving a giant red flag at you. So whenever you notice that kind of thing happening, then stop, log out, you know, go do something else, go and take a walk or do something creative or find a friend or go to a cafe or a bar and just get away from that situation and those videos because they're not helping. And you know what, living a full later life isn't just about being active, it's about protecting your peace of mind as well. Well, my rest day walk has come to an end and I've just stopped by for a quick drink on the way home. But I really want to thank you all for joining me on this journey of living a full later life. And you know, if you've got any ideas about how you protect your mental health, particularly during these turbulent times, then please put them in the comments because they will really help other people who are watching this thing who might need to hear something right now. And please like and subscribe if you like this content, and I'll see you again in the next video. Anyway, once I finish this beer, I'm going to head home and practice my drone and hope I don't hit a tree or something. Anyway, until the next time, cheers. Well, I just got home and guess what? I'm not going to be flying my drone today, and the reason why is because I just got home from the pub after drinking a beer, and FAA rules actually state that you've got to wait 8 hours after drinking before flying a drone. Even if it's just one beer or something like that, you've got to have a below 0.04 alcohol level in your blood. So I don't want to lose my license before I've even got it, so I'm actually going to do some theoretical study instead online to study for my test and then fly that drone tomorrow. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe as I said before, and I'll see you again in the next video.